Okay, so to the moon and back. This one really brought to my attention. It was really nice, and I should get in there more too. I'll do it in the morning though. I put it on. That's Grandpa Angelo's bat, the stickball bat, I guess, and it's called Superior Craftsmanship. It's wild. Let me show it to you actually. And it's a little stickball bat. And it evoked a lot of memories. Not even mine, well, one of mine really. I assume it's a stickball bat, little wooden bat, and the quality is like so cool. It just, I smelt it, I'm smelling the wood. And I'm feeling it on my lips. It's just crazy how, but it's got to be at least, he's died when he was 52 from lung cancer, right? Well, it's right, very young, so young. And I never met him. It's a Superior on there, right? How crazy. It's just, things weren't made in China, then we fucking made them ourselves. That's what it was. That's what it was, right? And in ways, it might have been so much better in ways, but then again, he died very young from cigarettes, and it is what it is. So, hoping for the best across the board, I assume. This is, I imagine so. Yeah. So I was thinking, and I nailed it in the wall. My mom, she got up immediately. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. Too late to be nailing things into the wood beams, and they're in there pretty good. So I was going to, just maybe I felt like because of the aura of the Holy Spirit in this bat, I felt, maybe, and it's probably against your own family members, right? Your husband pisses you off or something. I hope it stays. It's probably going to fall. I'm going to have to make it a little bit better. Or someone's annoying you, just go, it's just the idea of the aura of what this bat represents, of a father's protection, right? Of a grandfather's protection, of a father's love, even if it's him himself, So I'm not saying you beat somebody with that bat, right? It's just the idea that a man or your father-like figure is looking out for you. And this is a great video. I wonder what I could title it at the end of the day. When I'm done, and I had to talk about it. So, Holy Spirit philosophy. That's why not? I could title it Grandpa Angelo, Vincent Giudice's stickball bat, I guess, right? And you could help me with that, right? I could bang that in a little bit more, a little bit tighter, and I could even make some support, right? Yeah, why not? I just don't want to start banging it right now. And it's beautiful, and it's right there. It's just like, I don't know. Hi, Dad. I'm thinking of my mom saying that, and maybe my mom will pass that on to, my sister or the girls, right? Yeah, and the girls. How crazy the girls. That's the family girls, the real girls to me or to us even. Well, the guys. That's also an interesting one as well. To our friends, I might have missed the boat on that one, which brings me to part 2 of this. So. And I don't want to go back in time. I really don't. Unless it's progressive and I can return, because as long as if it's progressive, that's good. That's heaven to me. Losing progress is a nightmare. Thinking of Nintendo, right? So there were times in my life, I don't want to sound quiet. It's just kind of embarrassing talking about it. I'm not hiding anything because my mom was in the next room. Or I was playing stickball with some friends, And we used to play in the schoolyard around 20 years old before I left, before I was shipped to shore. Let me shut the lights here. And I felt uncomfortable playing with them. It's kind of like, they started manning up a bit more, getting more serious. And it made sense too because they were meeting the women of their lives. Well, I was still kind of like, why are you guys playing so tough, And it worked my mind, but maybe it worked all our minds in ways. I wonder, and it hurt me because I thought they still continued to play. And I was the first to kind of get booted from the team, I guess. I assume I was the first to go, right? Yeah. Andrew, the first call. Now it makes sense, Peter's the rock and Andrew's the first call. So maybe it makes sense in that case. And I'm not as far off insane, weird, or mentally disfigured as I assume I am in comparison with the people I love. In our heaven even, right? Yeah, then I would say in our heaven. I really, love would you have that bad in ways, but that's, maybe. We're also thinking my cousin too, right? Our cousins. My cousin, whatever. A bit of red on it. I guess he was angry that day. That's interesting. It's a bus, only must have been bothering him. It's just an idea. Maybe he likes the red, just like the red paint. Got in trouble for it too, I bet. Yeah, can't put blood on a bat. People are going to think you're nuts. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, that's what it is. So, on the note of the stickball once again. Even if I was with the love of my life rather than my mom, this is a wild idea that I just had, but once again, I was holding the bat, and I'm saying maybe I could, and my wife, say my wife is in the other room. She's saying, maybe not this house, but the Holy Spirit is very confusing. It's like sometimes I think that I'm going to wake up in a church, or, and lose progression. But then you got to think, Vanilla Sky, what about the kids? All that stuff. And all the friends we've made across along the way. Sometimes I think Jessica is my ex-girlfriend. There's so many things, and she turned it, it's crazy. It's really crazy. This heaven that I'm crafting in my brain, it's strange. It's almost like the masculine and feminine when combined, that it makes me God and himself, which I'm not, because I can't, because this, I don't want to think like that, but maybe along the lines of ultimately we're all one sort of thing. Anyway, I'd rather that not be. I like the idea of Jessica being Jessica, my mom being my mom, with my dad, and my ex, blah, 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 blah. So, when I touch this bat, though, and if I did, right, and maybe I'm just looking at it one day, my wife might be watching TV, the kids are out, maybe my mom's and dad are somewhere in Florida, via the Holy Spirit, and I know that, and I feel, whatever. Let's just say with my wife one day, my beautiful future wife, in my opinion, with the freckles, right? The sheriff smile one. J-Star. Right? I said, yeah. So, and I touched the bat, and she's like, what are you doing looking at the bat? Oh, yeah, I remember when I used to play stickball. And she looks at me, and she says, these are just crazy ideas I'm having now. But they're beautiful, in my opinion, if we're all on the same page. Why don't you go play with your friends? Jessica, what do you mean I'm going to play with my friends? I'm 90 years old. I can't even walk, Really? Yeah. You believe in jest, right? Just ideas, but once again, it's crazy. So I kind of see where she's going with this. I hold on to the bat. I think about my old buddies in the schoolyard, and I could cry thinking about it. It's crazy, and I don't want to cry fully because I could actually be taken away to that land from this point, and I'm scared because what if I don't return here? It's almost like it's possible. I see with the power of belief, right? I go to the schoolyard, I see a friend there, right? Maybe I somehow alerted his spirit and we're playing, but physically I'm 90 years old in the garage. You get what I'm saying? And she knows too. Well, maybe she's on the couch having tea with her friend from 20, 30 years ago, having the conversation that they never had, right? Yeah. Little things like that, but then you could be along the lines of delusional too, so it's scary. It's just, but say both. And I know that I'm in I know that I touched the bat, I'm aware, and I'm with my friends playing stickball, right? As an 80-year-old man, let's just say. These are ideas. 3 movie ideas, too. I touched the bat, I'm playing stickball, and we just have a great stickball game, right? Interesting even further, if you want to take it further. Maybe I'm the only person playing stickball that day, because I was the only one that touched the stickball bat at that moment, The memory was alerted. Maybe I crossed your mind, like I'm thinking of that other man, and 2 other men right now, maybe 3 even, right? 3 great guys, good men at the moment. And maybe that, I don't feel like playing right now. And that the spirit passes through them, and they eat their lunch with their wives or something. I don't know if I'm not sure I'm making it clear enough, but it's almost like touching a physical object could bring you to parts of heaven, and then right back. But you want to come right back because you wouldn't want to lose the progression. Just on a day where you maybe, what are you doing sitting in the rocking chair, Grandpa? You're not saying anything.